What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code, episode 212. Wow, 212 episodes of this, y'all. What are we doing? My name is Lee Hammock. I'm known as Mental Illness across social media platforms, and I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and validate the victims and survivors of this disorder as well. Today's episode is going to be about sickness, being sick with a narcissist, you being sick, and then the narcissist being sick. So a lot of times you see when, like, this is how it is, and typically it used to be in my household, and I know a lot of people can attest to this as well, of this going on in their houses as well, is when the narcissist gets sick, I use they and we interchangeably, we need unconditional treatment. You know, and that's not a man thing. Narcissists want to be the center of attention. So when we are sick, it's always we need the attention. Sickness, sometimes narcissists will fake being sick to get attention. Sometimes narcissists will fake injuries, will fake being sick, will fake being hurt to get attention. But when a narcissistic person is really sick, they all need attention, want sympathy from the person that we are with, want complete compassion from the person that we are with. And we expect it. And if we don't get it, it will be held against you later on. I promise you. If you're not 100% there for that narcissist in your life, when they are sick, they will hold a grudge against you pretty much forever, for the rest of your existence, for the rest of your time together in this relationship. It will be weaponized against you. You remember the time I had, especially right now with CV-19 going around, people were like, you remember I had CV-19 and you didn't take care of me, you left me at home by myself, you actually went to work, you actually put the work above me, you actually put the kids above me, like nothing before the narcissist in your life, nothing. You don't get to go to work. You don't get to go to school. You don't get to study for a test. Nothing. Like literally, you need to drop everything to take care of that narcissistic person, to be there for that narcissistic person. And this is for most narcissists. I know everybody's going to be different. Some narcissists don't want any kind of sympathy or don't want you to be there for them at all. Just leave me alone when I'm sick type stuff. But a lot of them want that complete and utter attention on them. Not only when they're sick, like when they're hurt, like I break my arm. My arm, bro. I can't do anything around the house. You need to be here for me and take care of me. It's like this is like unconditionally. Like you need to stop working. You need to stop. If you're a student, you need to stop going to school. If you have kids, you need to stop taking care of the kids. You need to don't stop taking care of the kids, but you need to take care of the kids in addition to this big baby you have here as well. Man, woman, non-binary person. It's kind of irrelevant. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, all men act like that when you're sick, but this is about women and female narcissistic people as well. So it's just not a man thing, y'all. But they expect complete obedience. We need help. Like, I'm sick. Help, I'm sick. That type of stuff right there. You know what I mean? But the exact opposite exists on the other end of the spectrum. When you get sick, if you need help, if you need somebody to take care of you, you get the withdrawal from that narcissistic person. You see the lack of empathy, or sometimes when you're dealing with a sociopath or a psychopath or antisocial person, you get the no empathy. That's when the lack of empathy kicks in, because narcissistic people do not care. They expect you to get off. They expect you to continue about your daily task like if nothing is going on with you. Like you can literally have the same exact ailment that they had. Literally the same exact thing can be going on in your life that was happening in the narcissistic person's life, and it will not be even treatment. But if you deal with a narcissist, you know nothing's going to be equal treatment anyway. You know, like you deal with a narcissist, and if you know you're dealing with a narcissist, you know there's not going to be any kind of equality in a relationship. You're not going to get out of it what you put into it. Somebody described it the other day as an investment. Like if you are investing in a narcissist, you will never get the return on your investment. So if you're a money manager, or you're smart with money, you're smart with investing items and things like that, you invest a lot of time, effort, energy, finances into a narcissist, you will never get your ROI will be negative, because you will not get in what you put. You will not get out what you put in. I promise you. So if you get sick around a narcissist, you need them to take care of you. They will disconnect from you. A lot of times, like I've talked to people who have had terminal cancer and things of that nature, and narcissists will discard you. They will discard you. They will not. The lack of empathy, the no empathy, with dark people on a darker triad kicks in, and they will completely get rid of you. They will leave you in your time that you need them the most. They will need you. But if, the shoe is on the other foot, they will expect you to be there unconditionally, and you will a lot of times. Because you are, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times if you're dealing with a narcissist, you might have some codependency. You might be an empath or whatever the term for the day is nowadays. You might be, on that spectrum right there, and you're going to be there for them because you're a caring person. Whereas they will not be there for you. They will discard you. A lot of times, rest in peace, April Romers. Her story was powerful to me because she had terminal breast cancer, and her husband literally left her. And instead of fighting, begging, and pleading to get him back, she fought, begged, and pleaded in court and got custody of her daughter, and left her daughter to somebody else other than her husband. So shout out April Romers. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? Because she was one of my first people I did a one-on-one with on the Zoom, and she passed away back in like September. So she's still in my mind. But yeah, that happened right there. Like when you get sick, like some kind of terminal illness, they will act like, first of all, if they don't discard you, they will act like they will minimize your sickness. They will make it seem like you're not as sick as you think you are. Like you have terminal cancer. Oh, is it really terminal? People live, like they gave you 6 months to live. I'm sure you have 16. I'm sure you have 60 more years to live. Like doctor's not right. With the technology, whatever. And they'll minimize your sickness just to disconnect from you. They'll minimize it and make it seem like you're not going through what you're going through, and then put you down, put you out, and it still expect you to do all the stuff that you normally do. No sympathy, no empathy. It's like completely disconnect from you sometimes. They will expect you to continue about your path, continue living life like nothing is going on, like you're not sick, like you're not, slowly passing away or something like that. Or you might get well here sooner or later, but like they still treat you like you need to be well right now. Just right there in that moment. And I know a lot of people are going to see this video and hear this podcast and be like, yep, that sound like him. Yep, that sounds just like my wife. Yep, that sounds just like my brother or my sister or my dad or my mom, whatever. Because this is not just like intimate relationship. This can be your family member. This can be your dad. When you get sick, your dad just disconnects from you. You ain't that bad off. You sick, you like, you can't even walk. You got both your legs broken. They expect you to still do your house chores, something like that. Or they don't care. They don't take you to doctor's appointments and things like that. Or they leave you at doctor's appointments for hours on end. Like they're supposed to pick you up at 3. They'll leave you there till 7 or 6. Or might not come get you at all. You might have to Uber home or catch a cab home because they forgot about you. Or they don't care to come get you. Or they out, doing infidelities and cheating and stuff like that. So people disconnect from you. Narcissistic people, toxic people will disconnect from you when you get sick. So expect, like if you're dealing with a narcissist, expect to take care of yourself. You have to. Like I'm just telling you, don't expect too much from that person. Don't. People are like, how do you deal with it if we can't leave? Don't expect too much from that person. You just can't. You can't. If you expect too much from that person will withdraw from you, disconnect from you, and discard you a lot of times. Get rid of you. Break up with you while you're sick. Break up with you while you're, you might break up with you while you're in intensive care or something like that. Don't come to your surgery or something like that. Literally disconnect from you and make it about them. Or here's the kicker: compare and contrast your illnesses. So if y'all happen to get the same type of illness, both of y'all get the flu, they want to make it seem like they survived the flu better than you did. Your flu is not as severe as their flu. You know what I mean? Put your flu down and things of that nature. It's compare and contrast. It's competition. Like everything seems like it's competition with narcissistic people because typically it is. Typically they want to one-up you even in illness, And sometimes, I know you get married to a narcissistic person, it's till death do you part. No, it's not till death do you part. It's till sickness does you part. Or sometimes until something comes in between you. Sometimes when they have to give more energy to you is till energy does you part. Because you get sick and don't have enough energy. Oh, you don't have enough energy to apply for me. Or they consider you selfish because you're doing more stuff for yourself. Because you're trying to eat healthier. So that means they might have to eat healthier because you do the grocery shopping and things like that. I gotta eat all this mess because you made the decision to get sick because you don't eat good. That's your fault. It's not my fault. You see that right there? It's complete disconnect. So if you're with a narcissistic person that you can't leave or you don't want to leave, when you get sick, you have to expect more from yourself. You have to, you might be tired, you might be exhausted, you might not be able to do it. But do not fully try to depend on that person because you can't. I know it's tough to say for a lot of people to hear it, they don't want to hear that, but like literally, it's the truth though. You cannot fully depend on that narcissistic person because they will disconnect from you. They will discard you and they will get rid of you for getting sick. Point blank, period, end of story. I know it sucks. I know it's hard to hear, but you have to take more care. You have to take care of yourself when you get sick with a narcissist. Or get your family members to come over there. Get your friends to come help you out. And which if you're dealing with a narcissist, a lot of times they will keep your family members and friends away from the house. Like, they don't need to be over here. Your mom don't need to be over here. Your friends don't need to be over here. Your cousins don't need to be over here. Nobody needs to be over here. I got you. And you know they don't got you. You know they don't. Point blank period, end the story out. But the yellow light is popping up on my camera again, so I keep looking up here in the corner right there. Your yellow light is, because my camera's about to go dead, y'all. So take care of yourself. Be safe. Mental illness is out. Peace.